Hello everybody, it's Matthew Street and welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. And let me tell you, my friends, I don't buy a lot of vinyl on a regular basis lately. As things come my way, something I think is very important, I do pick it up. And I haven't done a vinyl finds in a long time because I've never had a bunch of stuff all in one grouping that I was able to show you. But for some reason, the past month or so, it's worked out where I've gotten several nice vinyl records that I want to show you and recommend to you. And right at the top here, I want to start with some VCLT. I, out of the blue, received a vinyl record in the mail from the great Sam St. John. Thank you, Sam. Check out Sam's channel. Wonderful YouTube channel here. And he's just a great guy. Been a good friend here at YouTube for a long time. And I'll put the link to his channel below. But out of the blue, he sent me this album by Chime School. Now, I had heard of Chime School because Sam did a video about them a while back. You can seek that out if you'd like, where he talked how wonderful this band was. Well, when I say a band, let me say this. It's mainly headed by Andy Pastelaniak. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Andy Pastelaniak. Okay, don't ask me how to spell it. He's the one-man impetus. He's the one-man show behind Chime School. However, when they play live and whatnot, obviously he has other people with them. But he's the main guy with this band. Now, this is their second album called The Boy Who Ran the Paisley Hotel. Sam sent this to me out of the blue and said, Matt, I think you're going to love it. And he's absolutely right. They're based out of San Francisco, California. It's, the way to describe it, I would say, listening to it last night, it's smooth, hook-filled, jangle pop, 12-string power pop bliss, guitar-based pop, and melodic. Okay, does that cover it all? I hope so, because that's exactly what this is. Think of the Byrds and the Beatles and all that modern day power pop you love brought right up here, combined and brought to 2025. That's basically what Chime School is. Very Byrds influence, let me say that. So if you like the Byrds, I think you'll love Chime School. Now, they're on Slumberland Records. This is their second full-length album. This came out in 2024. They do have a self-titled earlier album, their debut, which came out in 2021. But this one's fabulous, folks. Let me show you the back here quick. There's the song list, again, on Slumberland Records. And what's nice about it is, if I can show you, I just dropped the download card, I believe, but we don't care about that, right? But it comes in a black sleeve like this, and it's on a beautiful blue vinyl. Let me show you that. Okay. Nice blue vinyl on the album here. Chime School, The Boy Who Ran the Paisley Hotel. Beautiful. And then you get a little slick like this, which, you know, they have the sleeve, which is plain black. But then you have a nice slick, which talks about the different songs on the album, gives a little dissertation about each one. And then there's the credits are on the back. All songs written, performed, recorded, and produced by Andy Pastelaniak, except on certain songs it's got written by some other people, and there's band photos as well. However, it's mainly Andy's gig, but he does have backing musicians that help him playing live and on certain tracks, okay? So that's that. You get an idea of that. So thank you to Sam St. John for sending this to me out of the blue. I didn't expect it. He said it was coming, and when I listened to it, I said, yep, right up my alley, Sam. Thank you very much. So that's the first thing I wanted to do, and to thank Sam. Check out his channel. Link will be below. I also got the recent brand new album by the Gripweeds. You know, they're a long-time favorite of mine. I did a video about this album not too long ago reviewing it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful release. One of their best albums ever on a real, like, Coke bottle green vinyl. So, the Gripweeds, Soul Bender on Gem Records. All right. Show you that again. I did a whole video about it. If you want to hear all the details, go back and check that out. Also, the Mavericks. I did a video, ask you to please pray and think about Raul Malo, who is suffering from cancer right now. He's battling it. Raul is a beautiful singer, one of the greatest voices of our generation, and he's battling some health problems now. I did a video not too long ago about Raul. But their album from about 10 years ago called Mono, where they recorded an entire album in mono. Very cool idea, and it's a great album. But they recently re-released it this year and called it Mono in Stereo. They took the mono album and they remixed it, remastered it now in stereo. And it sounds wonderful. It's got a little vibe, different vibe to it, but it sounds beautiful. They used the same model who was a little boy on the cover of the mono album 10 years ago, and now he's an adult doing the same pose on this album. There's the band in back, and it comes in a beautiful gatefold. Okay, mono in stereo by the Mavericks, and I saved the hype sticker. And it's on a cool colored vinyl as well. And I'll show you that. A nice cherry red. Mono in stereo. So that's a great one. One of my favorite albums by the Mavericks. So I'm very happy that I got that. Like I said, folks, I don't get this much vinyl all in one shot, but it just happened to work out that way. And so I went for it. And two more. The next one is Gem Records does their Celebrate series every year. Started with John Lennon, Brian Wilson, Pete Townsend, Ray Davis, Jagger and Richards. And now we have the great David Bowie. Gem Records celebrates David Bowie with all the Gem artists on it right there. Pick this up. It's on gold vinyl. Just came out, folks. Great, great versions of David Bowie classics on here. And I'll give you a gander at that on the gold vinyl. Gem Records is celebrating David Bowie. Brand new. Here it is, folks. Check it out. Fabulous album. You have some of the bigger artists on Gem Records here. You have the Weaklings, the Gripweeds, Paul Collins from Paul Collins Beat, the Anderson Council, Richard Barone, Nick Puente and the Complicated Men, the Sins, the Midnight Callers, one of my favorites, the Airport 77s, the High Frequencies, and the On and Ons. Gem Records celebrates David Bowie. It's out now. It's the, let's see, Lennon, Wilson, Davies, Townsend, Jagger Richards, the sixth in the series. Here it is. Check it out. Just got that. And last but not least, Marshall Crenshaw took some tracks he's done over the last 10 years or so, plus some new ones, done some remixing, and he's compiled this wonderful album called Marshall Crenshaw from the Hellhole. All right. First big full-length album in many, many years by Marshall. Anyone who knows Marshall knows I love him. I have his debut album signed right up here. Marshall Crenshaw from 1982. Well, he's got a brand new album out, folks. Here it is on Yep Rock Records. Wonderful double album. Well, I shouldn't say double because there's only 3 sides to it. There's enough songs to cover 3 sides, so the 4th side is called Shh. It's just nothing on it. I'll show you that. It's on standard black. It's on a blue wave vinyl. So you have the regular album. Here it is with a couple of tracks there. 5 tracks on that side. Here's the Shh side, and there's no grooves on it. Okay, so that's that. And then the other one is right here. There's covers on here and new original tracks on a blue wave vinyl, Yep Rock Records. Again, Marshall Crenshaw from the Hellhole. Brand new release from Marshall. If you're a fan, I can't recommend it enough, folks. And let me show you the cover again in 1 second. I'll be out of here. Beautiful polyline sleeves, too, you get with this. But you're getting side 1, 2, and 3. There's 4, 5, 9, 14 tracks total, and side 4 is Shh, quiet. And here's the other tracks here. I don't know how it's going to translate, but you're getting some covers here, and you're getting original Marshall music, his new music. Folks, can't recommend the new one from Marshall Crenshaw enough, from the Hellhole. Well, that's it, folks. I'm out of here. 9 minutes. But thank you again to Sam St. John for the wonderful, wonderful VCLT he sent me. Chime School The boy who ran the Paisley Hotel, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Wonderful gift to get from Sam. Take care and check out Sam's channel. Bye-bye, everybody.